Hey guys, let's talk for a second about recruiting talking points. So how do you get those agents to join? For starters, I will tell you this. The typical agent that you talk to is going to look at what you do and say, I don't want to work harder and make less money. If I had $1 for every time somebody told me I don't want to work harder and make less money, then we wouldn't all be here. That's what the agent thinks. And when you pull back and think about it, agents really only move brokerages for one reason, and that's to make more money. Now, for some agents, that might come down to having a better split and cap. And for some agents, that might come down to, I need my broker giving me leads or a team leader giving me leads, whatever. But either way, I would argue 99 out of 100 times an agent moves, it's because they think they're going to make more. They think they're going to make a lot more money. So to that end, the first thing that has to be overcome as a broker trying to recruit an agent is the opposition to the business model itself, because they think we work harder for less money. It's not until you start breaking those things down. And I've got a funny line that I often use with real estate agents. Whenever I talk to them, I ask them, I say, do you believe that listings are kind of the answer to everything? Like if you picture top producer in your head, you pretty much imagine somebody with a lot of listings, right? And they say, yeah. And so I say, okay. So if I was your real estate fairy godmother and I could wave a wand right now and give you 3 listings at 1% or 1 listing at 3%, which one do you think's better for you long term? Almost every single person says 3 listings at 1% is what I would want. And once they come to that realization, then they're already dipping a toe or even a foot in your waters. They're already understanding, hey, more listings is the path to get here. But what they're still thinking is, but I want to take those listings and turn those into more listings at higher fees. What they don't understand is they should simply be using that as a business model to generate more and more and more listings, because those listings turn into buyers and those listings turn into more listings. And the mindset of listings being easier, less labor intensive deals that you can work, most agents never stop to even think and realize that they will make more money working a listing at 1% than they will with the average buyer, even if they pay them 2.5%. Because they never stop and think, oh, how many weekends am I giving up for these buyers? How much time am I spending going to meet the appraiser? And I'm sitting at the house for 3 or 4 hours during an inspection, and I'm spending all this time and effort and money, and I'm missing my kids' little league, and I'm missing my favorite sports team's football game on the weekends, and I'm missing all these good times that I should be having because I'm showing these buyers around. Once you get busy as an agent, and once time becomes pressing, that's when you start to realize I make more money listing houses at 1% than I do working with these buyers. And once agents start to think in those terms, they will become open to what you're doing. But you can't lead in with, I'm the best broker in the world and you have to join my office. Because before you even speak to them, they hate your business model. They think it's bad for them. They think it's bad for the industry. Once they understand it's good for them and good for the public, and who cares about the industry, that's when they start coming around to your side. They have to understand the why. And for a lot of them, it's very simple. You simply tell them, look, it was great. The obvious, easiest people to talk to, the ones you've done deals with. Okay, especially if this is a very easy professional deal that y'all did together. I made a habit of simply reaching out to them and say, look, it was great doing that deal with you. You're very professional. Would you like to learn more about why I do business this way? And most of them will say, oh, well, you're going to recruit me and blah, blah, blah. And it's not about that. And you simply tell them, look, it's not about that. I want to explain why I do business this way. Look, I'm not going anywhere. Our office is only going to grow. You might as well learn about it. I mean, we're probably going to face off at a listing appointment at some point. Maybe you can learn enough about what we do to beat us at the next listing. And you just kind of break them down to make them curious. And once you make them curious, if they start understanding that this is better for them, if they're going to make more money, hell, if it keeps them busier doing deals as opposed to looking for deals, which is what most agents hate about their job, they will understand that you are a viable solution and quite possibly the best solution for a place to work for them. But they have to understand the why. They've got to understand why it works. They've got to understand why you do business this way. They have to understand those things before you can recruit them, before you can pitch yourself as a great leader or a great trainer or whatever else. They have to understand why this business model works. They will not consider anything until they understand why it works.